this video we are going to draft railing and check what sort of setting do we have and what kind of editation we are able to do. So first we need to go draft one railing here, and after that we will start our setting. I'm going to one of the level like S1, and after that I will just press railing from architecture tab and turn on the chain because I want to continue my line, and I will draft this path. And here when you are drafting your path you can choose what sort of railing you want to have, which we are going to check it out later. So I'm looking for my railing which I draft, it's here, and I will take it to the S1 and isolate my element. Okay, so this is our railing we are having right now, and Revit provide us 4 different type of railing as a default: 90 centimeter, 90 centimeter pipe with a pipe shape, and 110 centimeter high, also glass panel, which is here as a default. So we are going to provide some editation for our railing, and we will use 99 millimeter. So first I'm going to click my railing, edit type, duplicate, and after that we are going to see what type of setting do we have. For railing, 3 element is very important: top railing, rail, and baluster. So for railing structure, when you open your edit tab you will see your railing here. Which one is railing? Currently we do not have any railing in this model. So for example, if I change it to the pipe model and duplicate my pipe, here we are going to have railing. Railing is the vertical element, as you will see, rail 1 to 4, 1 2 3 4. The vertical element in interior design of the rail is the railing. So you can access from the edit type the first panel, railing. You can here change the height. For example, from 70 you can change the height. You can create offset. If I turn on the preview we will see what is offset. For example, if I create a 50 centimeter offset for this, minus 50 centimeter for this one, and 50 for this, apply, you will see it's going to create an offset from your element, from your main railing. So this is about offset. Even you can create minus dimension too. So I'm just going to put all in 0 and apply. The next element is about profile. Right now we are using a default profile. After that we can go create our own profile too. So for profile we are going to have some elements: circular with a different dimension. Then we are going to have rectangular, and we are going to have, for example, this one, which we can create it. We can have the other model, for example this model, or even we can go for rectangular. So this is about the profile of our element, and after that we can even change the material. So what is the best option? The best option is to delete your railing, create one railing here by railing 1, choose the height, for example 20 centimeter, no offset, for example, as usual, it's better. And for now I just click apply, and after that change the profile as I wish. For example, this profile or this one, 50 by 50, and choose the material here. For example, I will choose wood material, click apply. The material was applied and it's wood. After that, it's a better idea to create one and duplicate it. Why? Because, but we need to consider to change the name too, because when you are creating one element, it's going to change the material and it's better. You are also, it's going to change the profile, so you don't need to work 2 times more. You just need to change the high offset and you just need to duplicate it by changing the name like this. And for example, offset you can create here high, for example, you can create 60 like that. And for example, the last one we are going to duplicate, railing 4, high offset 80, and I'm going to, for example, change the profile to something else, or for example a smaller one, and just put it in 75. So this is how it works. The material is also the same. Also, you can manage it to bring it down or bring it up. It depends, for example, in the future where you would like to place your top offset and base offset, which you are going to work. So for now, we are going to have 4 railing, and we already know railing is the horizontal element. The next step is to see baluster setting. By clicking on edit, we are going to have access to the baluster. What is baluster? We are going to have here post for now and baluster pattern here. So first we will check the post, start post, corner post, end post. Here this one is a start post, in the corner is corner post and end post. Each of them you can change the profile, you can change the base, you can change the offset of base, top offset, and you can change the offset also. So we already know what is baluster family profile. We can change the profile, for example, from here. I will choose this one or something else, for example. As a default, it's fine. And after that, I will move to the base. As default, base is host. Host is right now is our floor. For example, if you create it on second floor, the base will be second floor. The host will be second floor. If you want to create and adapt your railing for the floor or for the staircase, the host will be each riser of your staircase. So it depends. For example, even you can choose railing 1 and click apply. You will see it in a result, but right now I will just put it in a host and that's it. For the other setting, I will show you here. We can see the preview. For example, it's the same setting as our post. We can change the profile here. For example, this is the vertical elements we will see here, and it's blue. For example, if I change it to a square 10, it's going to be like that. The base, I can change it. The base is the same. I can change it to the rail 1, apply, it's coming up. It's also the same as here. So I can change this one because it's a start point to the same as number 25, apply. So now I will go for here to change it, for example, to rail 1. The base, I can change the top also, for example, to railing number 4. You can also add a base offset, for example, for minus 10 centimeter. It's coming down from your base, as you will see. It's also work from the top too. You can add, for example, 10 centimeter to come up. And also the offset is the same. The important element here in main pattern is about distance from each other. Here is 1 meter. You can choose, for example, 30 centimeter and apply. You will see it's going to copy from your element and create it for you like that. So I'm going to choose all of them same, apply, and after that you create the number, for example 30 centimeter from each other, top offset, base offset, the profile, everything is ready. You will see the profile here as well, and we can go for OK. And we already know the corner post. We can change, for example, our corner post to something else. For example, we can change it to, we don't have that much profile here. For example, we can change the corner to the bigger one and start and end to the small size and click apply. If you see the material is changed, because we already changed the material. For example, here I would like to change my profile to something else. Let me try round here because I want to show you guys something. Here we don't have any material option. Also here we don't have any material option. So where we can access to this baluster family material, that's a good question. So we can go, first we need to, for example, consider which one we are supposed to change the material. If I want to use this profile, round 25, so I will consider all of them round 25 and apply. After that, I would like to change the material round 25 baluster. Okay, for changing the material of this element, we need to go to the project browser, look for families here. After that, we need to look for our railing. In our railing, M baluster round, because we work with round, we didn't work with a square. So we will choose round, and which one we are working, 25 millimeter, not 20 millimeter, because it's different. So we are going here, double click, the window will be open. This is the profile which we are working on that. Then you are going to change the material here as your wish. For example, if I want to apply a material which will be visible later, I will use this black color. Here we go. So as you will see, your material here is changed to the black color. Your corner is also the same. For example, if you want to change your corner, you can just go here, edit type, and change your corner to something else. For example, you can change it to the square 25, apply, and OK. Here you will see your corner will change to a square 25 millimeter, and you can come here and change it to the M square 25 millimeter. You can change the material. For example, I will give white material this time. I will choose, for example, I can choose white metal, or I can just choose this one. Here. So we choose white material for our corner. This is totally up to us what sort of design we have, or even we can go and give the black material as well here. We look for our black material here. Click OK and OK. So our corner profile poster is a square, and start and end is a round black. And we know how to manage top offset and base offset for our railing and for our baluster. The next setting we are going to work is our top rail. As you will see here, when you are choosing your railing here, edit type, you are going to have one specific window for top rail. Here we are not going to have that much setting, use top rail or not use. You can consider using top rail or not using by clicking OK. Your top rail will be removed, which sometimes it's useful and we might need it, but as you will see, your poster is also deleted. So we are going to have one sort of setting which we can consider to keep our poster. Later we are going to work with that, but now we are going to active our top rate because we want to work on the setting. Here we are going to have a high. You can change the high, and as you change the high you might need to change your profile to, for example, add some railing as well. But now the high is alright. In the type, you don't have any sort of special setting, but when you click you will see this 3 point. It's going to open a new setting for us. In this new setting we are going to have some sort of setting. For example, default joint is on meter. You can change it to fillet, and when you choose the fillet you need to add radius, for example nim or 50 centimeter, and after that click apply. You will see your joint will change to the fillet. You can change, for example, to 20 and apply, or more, for example 1 and apply. It depends on your design. So we know already it's about default joint. The next step is hand cleanse. For example, you can change your hand cleanse to -7 and apply. It's going to change the location from your railing. If I want to show it to you in a better view, it's here. It's sort of like offset. It's working sort of like offset which we had in the other element. So I'm just going to Ctrl Z and we will check the other setting. Here you can change the profile as you wish. We have different type of profile. For example, rectangular, I can choose this rectangular, and my material is just here. I can change the material, for example, to the black again and apply. It's going to change it to the black. And here we are going to check our profile. This element is not that much important. It's not going to be very effective. Even by changing, we are not going to notice the difference until we need to work with that. So for now we know how to set up this basic setting, and we created this railing as we will see. So we will continue by choosing our railing and going to the top rail and setting up the top rail. Here we are going to have extension beginning and bottom. The beginning is here. So it says what sort of extension would you like to have. Revit has some interesting element for us which we can use. For example, if you click here you will see wall floor post. It says your extension can be in a different way. For example, you can continue on your wall by 50 centimeter, and then you click apply. You will see your element will continue by your wall, and you can change it, for example, to the floor as well. It's going to continue by 50 centimeter distance to the floor. You can change it to the post. It's going to change the location and continue to the post. You also have these elements same as your end post, wall, floor, post. So I'm just gonna choose the same, and I will choose the distance as well, 50 centimeter. It up to us. Or I can just choose the floor and 20 centimeter. Floor and 20 centimeter. So here we can create these elements. The next one is also very interesting. We have our beginning and end terminations. As a default, we have one terminations wood. Also, we can change these elements if we are going to check our family and looking for that. So we can change this termination, the material, the shape, or even we can create one sort of family for our termination and upload it in our Revit. and it's going to be here and we can use it. But as a default, we have one termination. By clicking apply, you will see one option is adding here in your work. Even we can choose it for our end and click apply. We can go check it, but here we don't have any more settings, so it was all about top rail. Here, this is the element which I told you. This is the termination, and this is our railing so far. It looks very modern and it looks very interesting. So I'm just going to duplicate because maybe I want to use this railing later. And the other setting here, we are going to continue. It's going to be about handrail.